Welcome to another bout of worldwide JBK zone coverage. I'm your host, Brian B. Striller, sitting in there for John, a.k.a. Big Dog. He's going to be out for the rest of this podcast season. He's going through some things right now. We're backing him up 101%. He will be back with us soon, though. Don't you worry. Until then, you got to see my ugly mug. And then you can be with my coworkers. There you go. First one is the Mad Yinser or Robbie TR. And then we got Mad Monkey, a bunch of mad people. And that'd be Kevin. How y'all doing today? There you go.
Peachy.
What's up, Robbie? What's up, man?
As fuck.
You okay?
We're doing peachy. I'm peachy.
You okay? You're peachy? Okay.
Peachy. Yeet.
All right, peachy. All right, we're in the playoffs. Well, two of us are on this panel are in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Poor Pittsburgh. But anyway.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. So we're going to go into our throwback video first before we get into all that, and then monkey news, and then we're going to go from there on. So hold on just a moment. Throwback video of the week.
They're 9-4 through 13 games this year. A year ago at this time, they were 1-11-1. One for the big ball. Got a man open. Ball is caught. Touchdown. Chad Ochocinco. And you know there's going to be a tribute here.
With the touchdown reception.
For Chris Henry.
Jim, you talked about it in the pregame. Chris Henry loved the game, and he loved big plays. I'm going to tell you what, they don't come any better than what we just saw. The route by Chad Ochocinco, out and up, and the throw by Carson Palmer. That's the big play and what people used to see from this Bengals offense.
Gotta love that, man. Special moment right there.
Special moment, yeah. Anyway, it says Chad Ochocinco. He's been on podcasts with Shannon Sharp, so him and Shannon Sharp do a podcast. Pretty funny. Gotta check that out sometime.
He was like the only Bengals player I did not have a problem with. Who's your mama? I hated that dude.
You didn't like TJ Who's Your Mama?
No,
TJ Who's Mazzata was the shit.
He disrespected Patel. Fuck him.
Well, you know, who don't? Anyway. So anyway, we're going to go to Monkey's News, get that finished, and then we'll start our questionnaire. That's good stuff at the end there, Kev. The coaches and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to throw some more in there, but I thought I was running out of time, and I didn't. Hence the reason why there's no sound either.
I was having problems tagging everybody in the comment section.
No, I don't know what's going on. Y'all having some issues. I don't know what's going on.
It won't let me tag everyone.
I'm just a producer. Anyway, all right. So, Monkey, well, you're going to be up first here. You're going to have your first trivia. Wake your butt up.
Bring it on.
Yeah. I'm waking up. Who was the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl and what year?
Was that the Steelers?
No.
The Broncos. 90. Nope. This is
before the 90s.
Before the 90s. Oh, shit.
Before the 90s. Arizona? No, Arizona. No. What am I saying Arizona for?
Nope. It's in the 80s decade.
He said no to the Bengals?
The Redskins?
Nope.
Raiders?
Yes, sir.
What year? Now, what year? 80 fucking. Oh, it was the year they won the Super Bowl. So it was like 84, I want to say. 85, 84. 84?
No.
I'll go 83.
No.
No?
85? Shit.
80?
I don't know.
The 1980 Oakland Raiders beat the Eagles in 27-10 in Super Bowl 15.
Wow.
There you go. Oh, John Mann's Raiders. He got it. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff there, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
AKA Rumble. What's going on, buddy? All right. Well, that's the first one down.
Big game. Funky with the monkey.
I got 0.5 sacks on that one. All right. First question coming up here. How far can CJ Stroud and the Texans go in the playoffs? What you got for me, Robbie?
If they win today, they're going all the way.
Oh yeah, you think so? Huh?
They're going, they beat the number one seed. They're going to be riding that momentum. They're going to go all the way if they beat the Ravens today.
Okay, I like that. What about you, Kevin?
I don't know about going all the way, but it is possible.
Shit.
I don't know if they're going to beat the Ravens today. It depends. I don't know if having 2 weeks off for some of their starters was a good idea or not. I guess we'll find out.
I think I'm gonna say this. I think offensively, Buffalo. If they win today, Buffalo would be the only team that can match them offensively. The Texans.
Yeah, they're not a really good running game. They're more of a passing team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they win tonight. Everybody will have significant interest. Yeah, I mean, I think Houston has I wouldn't say easier path, but they have. I guess if you get rid of Baltimore, that is an easier path because Baltimore is the king shit in the AFC. So I would say, they got rid of Baltimore.
They have the hardest path of them all. They're going to have to play away today.
This is true.
And if they win, they got to play away regardless of either Kansas City or Buffalo, and it's going to be fucking cold. No matter where you go.
And when it comes to the Texans, they have a turnover defense. If you don't turn the ball over, you can probably beat them. As long as you don't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't make any mistakes, that's the only way the defense plays good when they get turnovers.
It's more about Houston not making mistakes more than the other team. I think the teams that are left in the playoffs on the AFC side, they can get away with a couple turnovers and still win the game. Houston can't do that. Houston gives up some turnovers. They're going to be through. They can't do that because they're not going to be able to come back from that.
The Ravens'
as
defense,
good as CJ Stroud is.
Ravens win today. It's because of the defense, I think. More the defense than the offense. Not saying that the offense is bad. I'm just saying the defense is better.
Yeah. I think that's where Houston's going to lose this next game. But they have a chance. I mean, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, they have a chance. It's playoffs.
Yeah,
So.
like if Ravens win today and Bills win, I think the Bills match up against the Ravens perfect.
Yeah,
I
I gotta see how far. I gotta see how they're playing at home. I want to see how Baltimore handles Houston with 2 weeks off. If they beat the brakes off of Houston, then I don't got no hope for no AFC team. I don't care who it is. I don't.
Yeah, I forgot that the Ravens.
If you come back after 2 weeks and you beat the brakes off of a playoff team that's doing real, that's hot coming in there, yeah, I don't see that happening.
If the Ravens, I have to agree with that.
But anyway, all right. What's the next question we got? Oh, it's another. Like anybody's not going to say yes to this damn question, but go ahead, Kevin. I know Kevin's got something to say on this one.
I don't know why you have to do that to me. Well, I don't know if you could say they're better with or without Watson. The only reason why it's even a question is because they're winning without Watson or with. I think Deshaun Watson, when he was playing, it was like 5-1 or something like that. So they are winning with him, but they are able to win without him. I think it is definitely a big, huge waste of fucking money, but that's the Browns' money, not mine. Let them fucking deal with it.
All right, what you got there, Madian, sir?
The defense carried the team, man. Any quarterback come in, all they got to do is not turn the ball over and let the defense do his job. And defense, Flacco, Amari Cooper, he did pretty good. Flacco came in right off the couch and was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the couch. So I would say they did
want to sit back down on the couch.
But anyway. And if you look at Deshaun Watson, he had what? The Ravens game, he had one good half. That was it. So I'm going to say, yeah, they're better off without Deshaun Watson.
Okay. Yeah, I got to say that as to a fact, too, that they're probably – I mean, I guess it doesn't make a difference what quarterback is in there unless it's not P.J. Walker or the other quarterback that they had in there. What's his name? The rookie.
DTR?
Yeah, DTR.
Yeah.
Because they're not – both those quarterbacks – well, P.J. Walker, for one, he's not a very good quarterback, and DTR is just a rookie. So throwing him into that situation is not a good situation. But having a veteran quarterback, all you got to do is have a veteran quarterback back there. It makes Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, it doesn't make a difference. You can have either one of them back there, and they're going to win with that team because that team strives on the defense and running the ball. So, unfortunately, Houston exposed that a little bit. And to be honest, the Browns are missing half their fucking roster. So, I mean,
you got to take this into account. I know you play whoever's in front of you, but the schedule was the schedule was a little in their favor.
Yeah, they play in one of the toughest divisions, though. Remember that.
Yeah, but before they lost Watson, and I think most of their tough games were out the way.
Yeah, he can make every throw. He can also make every throw to every other person.
But the see how this question plays, I'd probably got to wait till next year to find out.
Yeah, this is true because hopefully Deshaun won't have another setback next year, and we'll have to figure out what the hell next quarterback will be, and then they're gonna see if they sign Joe Flacco to be a backup. I don't know if he's gonna want to do that or not. So I would do that and cut PJ Walker and keep DTR there just to mold his ass for other games. Because he's a rookie, so you might as well. He's got good legs. We just got to get his passing down. Other than that, yeah.
And plus, they're going to be playing a second place schedule next year. So.
Yeah, true. All right, next question. How long can the Lions' resilience last? A long time. I really right now, I don't think there's anybody. I mean, as long as they keep winning. You're playing at home this week, so that should be a win for them. I don't know. I don't think anybody can stop them right now. I don't even think Green Bay can stop them. I don't think San Francisco can stop them. I mean, they're going to be tough opponents to face, but I mean, all you need from this defense is those red zone stops, and if they can do that throughout the whole playoffs, they can do really well. But I mean, hey, it's I think they can last. I'm a Lions fan. I'm biased, so we'll talk to somebody else. How about you, Robbie? What do you think?
My biggest concern about the Lions, offensively, they're good. I like the front seven's good. My biggest concern with that team is the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks is the main part of that defense that worries me. And this is a second week in a row. Puka went off on him last week. They had like 9 catches for 180 yards. It's the cornerbacks, They're going to have to play that too high safety against a lot of teams with good receivers, along that cornerbacks. But besides the cornerbacks, I think the Lions could make the Super Bowl. I actually got them making the Super Bowl.
Look at you, Robbie. What you think there, Mr. Monkey?
Well, I understand Robbie's concern about the defensive backs, the play defense or pass defense, but Puka Nacua was, balling out on just about every team he faced this year, so I can't hold that against him too much, but it is a concern. They're not just playing for themselves, they're playing for the whole city of Detroit right now. Y'all haven't been this far since 91.
That's correct.
Okay, so there we go. So it was just like when the Bills finished ended their 17-year playoff drought. The excitement of the fans is ridiculous, and you're in a dome, so all that noise stays inside. Being home is a major factor this week. And I'm with Robbie. And I'm with you. I think that they can make it straight to the Super Bowl. They have just as good a chance as any other NFC team. I just think they're riding the hot hand right now of all the defense. That and Green Bay. Green Bay has surprised me a lot this year. I didn't expect them to be this far. I didn't even think they were going to make the playoffs. So, but the Niners, you can't just put them on the back burner or overlook them at whatsoever. They're just being quiet right now. They're not being really talked about a lot. So, well, yeah, the Lions could definitely do some damage.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Monkey's Trivia number 2.
Who was the first 6th seed in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl?
First 6th seed, huh?
Steelers.
He's correct. It is the Steelers.
There you go. Look at that.
2005, right?
No, Super Bowl 14 in 1979.
Super Bowl 14? Oh, shit.
Dad.
I thought it was
you were right. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers. The fact that you were on top of it, Robbie.
You know how many times they like.
I mean, you can only say Steelers so many times before you're right. You know.
What made me remember it was when we won the Super Bowl in 2005. Like a lot of the local sports news was bringing that shit up, and it stuck in the back of my mind.
All right. Good job, Robbie. Good job. All right, what's the next question we got?
That makes me sound like a homer, huh? Damn it.
No, I mean, if you said Pittsburgh and it's the right answer, it's just the right answer, right?
No, this is not my question.
Speaking of homer.
Yeah, not my question.
Mike Tomlin will be looking outside for a new OC this coming up season. Who would be a good fit? I'm going to start with you, Robbie, because this is your team. So,
number one, you got to get OC that knows how to work with young quarterbacks because Kenny Pickett's coming back. They're going to give him at least one more shot. Personally, I would like to see Eric Bieniemy, even though it's a pipe dream, or possibly Bobby Slowick from the Houston Texans. I'd like to see him come in, or Ken Dorsey.
What about Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore, where was he? What, the Jets?
No, he's with San Diego Chargers.
Nah, I'm good on him.
Or L.A. Chargers. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
L.A. Chargers, phone Chargers.
Okay,
man,
Ryan,
get out of here. Man,
typical Ratwood behavior.
If they hire Greg Roman, I didn't even watch next season.
If they hire Greg Roman, Mike Tomlin will be fired before the end of the season.
Man, I'd rather call Matt Canada back than get that dude.
That'd be funny if he's like, okay, I'm gonna go outside and get Matt Canada.
Yeah, I'd rather have Matt Canada over Greg Roman, man. Fuck, come on, man.
Did we just fire you, man?
Get out of here, man.
Okay.
My top three.
Yeah,
my top three would Eric Bieniemy, even though that's a pipe dream. Bobby Slowick or what was the third one I said? I don't remember. I think Byron Leftwich wouldn't be that bad, but they got to get a quarterback that can come in here and work with a young quarterback.
Right.
Not offense coordinator can come in here and work with a quarterback.
Bob Cooter.
That's the most important thing. You got to get somebody that knows how to work with a young quarterback because Kenny Pickett was missing a lot of reads out there when he was playing. Actually,
that's a pretty good. Yeah, you somebody from the Shanahan system could work with you. I don't know who's available with that.
Get him to come in here. You know what? Because when Matt Canada was in here, they didn't open the offense. The offense, Kenny Pickett, from what I heard, was only working with not even half the playbook. He was like limited. They had him handcuffed. They really call like outs, like throw like little 5-yard outs or 5-word slants that go and not even middle of the field out towards the sidelines. Like offenses like that don't work in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, I think this is more of a passing league. They need more of a passing kind of offensive coordinator. In my opinion, I think that I'll go with JC Big Dog with this one, but I'd also go with Kevin Queensberry or Cliff Queensberry, whatever his name is. He's a good offensive coordinator. He ain't a good coach. He's not a good offensive coordinator. And I would probably go with Kellen Moore too. There's nothing wrong with him if he's available. I don't know if he's going to be available or not. Did they fire him? Did LA fire him? I don't think they fired him. I think they fired DC and Staley, right? They didn't fire him.
And another thing that's wrong with the Steelers, they're still playing offense and defense like it's 2008. Like get up to date.
That's old school. That's what I'm saying. You need somebody to change that culture around a little bit to stop being like that. I mean, you still have to win games with defense and running the ball. That's something the Steelers will never have any problem doing. But they need to focus more on the passing game. They need to get somebody in there like call Jay Gruden.
I'd rather have his brother.
You would have a field day with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No.
I'd rather have Chucky. I'll take Chucky over that.
Chucky. Tim Tebow.
But
really, Ryan? Tim Tebow? Come on, dog. Now you're just being silly.
Man, we don't need a tight end.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, what do you think? Who do you think they should be going after? You don't have to have a top 3 or anything like that, Kevin. But who do you think they should go after?
I got a top 3. I was thinking Cliff Kingsbury myself because, like you said, he's a good coordinator. You just don't want him leading your damn team.
Nope.
You got Ken Dorsey.
I forgot about Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, that was my third, Ken Dorsey.
Yeah. Yep. And because Ken Dorsey, he is good with quarterbacks and the passing game. So that'll help you all out with trying to evolutionize into a, team of the now instead of team of the past.
Why did Buffalo get rid of Ken Dorsey?
I think he just lost the locker room is basically what it was. Because if you look at his stats compared to what the Bills had with Brian Daboll, they're quite similar as far as production wise. The only difference was that he wasn't winning. And who's that other coach?
That offense taken off since he's been gone.
Let's see.
Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, that was it. He's been my favorite for the past couple of years.
The thing gets me about Byron Leftwich was Tom Brady was his quarterback when he was OC in Tampa Bay.
Well, I mean, he was working with quarterbacks before then too. You got to remember. I think he was with the Lions. He was with the Lions for a couple of minutes as a quarterbacks coach. Then he went from the Lions to Tampa Bay. That's when he got involved. Before Brady was there, he was dealing with, I forgot what quarterback was. Oh, Jameson Winston. So, Jameson had, as much as you want to laugh at the whole situation with Jameson Winston and his 30 interceptions, he had pretty good times with Tampa Bay. So, I mean, Jameson Winston. He had pretty good times with Tampa Bay. He was a pretty good quarterback effectively. He's not a good quarterback as a whole.
Was that the 30 for 30 season?
Yeah, except for the 30 season.
Why do I think of KFC? Why do I think of KFC when I heard that 30 for 30?
I don't know, man. You're hungry. Anyway, what's our next question? What kind of changes does Dallas have to make to get past the first round of playoffs? Change the whole system. I'll tell you how. I'm going to tell you how. Now, hold on. Jerry Jones, relinquished team. That's all I got to say. That's the only person that's holding this team back is Jerry Jones. There's a common denominator. Every time Dallas always has good teams, always has Super Bowl ready-made teams. At least, but guess who the guy is the common denominator in all that time? Jerry Jones. So you know what, Jerry Jones, give the team to your son or whoever to get a fresh start. The Fords can do it. Your ass can do it. Your old ass is not welcome anymore. People just don't. People are tired of you saying this is our year, and then everybody else says it. And you make the Dallas Cowboy fans look like asses after that too. So stop saying that shit. Just don't even bother with the team. You got capable people on there. That's the reason why and I'll tell you, this is the reason why he had McCarthy again, because if he was going to hire Belichick would want more control of the team. He wasn't going to do that. That's the reason why Belichick is not the coach of that team. He wants somebody to be a yes man to him. Fuck that. That's the problem. But go ahead, Kevin. Let's see what you got to say about it, because I that's how I feel.
Just get rid of the whole goddamn team and make the whole world a better place. But definitely Jerry Jones got to do something. He's got to step down or something. It's okay for him to come to the games and everything else in a nice little VIP press box or whatever it is, but he should let go of all control of that team. He doesn't need it. He's definitely been a problem. He's always been a problem. And get rid of Dak Prescott too while you're at it. I honestly think he played great during the regular season, but what happened?
He turned into Nathan Peterman
and fucking blown out in the playoffs. That's what the fuck happened. At home.
Yeah, I just don't. It's like him and I mean, the game they were talking about how him and CeeDee Lamb were not on the same page. I said you had a whole damn 17-game season to be on the same page, and all of a sudden the playoffs you're not in the same. That could be, like I said, Dallas doesn't do well in the playoffs. I think it's because ownership has expectations for him to do. And I mean, it's fine to have expectations, but to be in your face all the time with it, that's a whole different story. And Jerry Jones is like, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. But you got coaches and front office people to handle that kind of stuff. You need to sit your ass there and look at it and then make choices of who you're going to hire and who you're going to fire. Other than that, based on the success of your team. Other than that, leave everybody the fuck alone. Just do your damn job as a CEO. Quit getting in everybody's face. As the owner, quit getting in everybody's face, making decisions. Either trust the people that you hire or fucking don't. Just do the whole coaching shit yourself. I don't understand. What you got, Robbie?
And Dak Prescott, how he plays, he's like paid a man during the regular season, and then as soon as playoffs happen, he's Nathan Peterman.
Yeah,
and the defense, and what was the defense doing all week? Were they actually preparing for this game? Because I've never seen so many busted coverages in my life in a game before.
Yeah, that's the stuff. The whole team played like ass. So I mean, you can't blame Dak Prescott. Where was Micah Fitzpatrick? Where was Micah Parsons at? Micah Parsons was practically nowhere. Well, I mean, what the hell, dude?
They were not rushing him that much. Like he was actually, I see him dropping the covers like a couple times.
That's just bad utilization of that guy.
And what was that one play where the tight end, the Green Bay Packers, was wide open?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Musgrave,
the coverage. Musgrave, he was like wide open. Like nobody was not even within 20 yards of him.
Okay, well, and the defensive coordinator, he got to go too.
Like, what was that defense doing? Were they actually
they wanted to make him the coach.
Green Bay, Jordan Love, you have to get a rush on him. Like. You get a rush on Jordan Love, you're gonna rattle that kid.
Yeah, I mean that's with any quarterback that's just starting to play football. I mean Jordan Love is not a rookie. You've got to remember that he has faced NFL defenses before. He's had like 2 or 3 games to do that, and he had to come in for Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers' pussy hurt. So he had to come in there and take over a couple of times, and sometimes it was because the Green Bay had already won the playoffs, so they just wanted to get him in there. Or they were already in the playoffs, so they just want to get him in there. So Jordan Love has some experience. So it's just starting to shine now because now he's starting, the offensive lines, the whole team in general is starting to play better for Green Bay at the right time. And that's why Green Bay is looking like, world beaters right now. And it was Dallas. Let's not get too hyped. It was Dallas that they played. And Dallas is notorious for not doing good in the playoffs. Kind of like when Philadelphia came in. And they laid an egg against Tampa Bay. That's because everybody knew they were going to lose the first round of the playoffs. Philadelphia wasn't even involved in the game. They just came there. That's all. They got off the jet, went there, and got back on the jet. That's all they did.
Maybe they are thinking about getting Dak Prescott. Like there's a reason why they traded for Trey Lance. Maybe he's like some kind of like. They think he's some kind of like security, like.
Ain't this
that was another Jerry Jones decision?
How many years does Dak have on his contract?
I think he signed it like
they were talking about renewing. They were talking about re-signing him again this offseason.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought I heard rumblings about him being re-signed, but
I mean, I think he still has a after this season. I think he still has a year or 2 on it. How quarterbacks are, they want to renew that contract a couple years ahead of time, or at least they want to start talking about it.
How Dak Prescott performs in the playoffs, if I was them, I would consider looking for a new quarterback.
And if I was Dak Prescott, I would definitely be trying to get them to sign me right now because I just had the best season of my career.
I know that's right.
And I ain't not going to perform like that again, so I'm going to try to bank on this season and say fuck y'all.
Especially if you pay him.
Right. As soon as you pay the man. Look what happened the last time you paid the man. You pay the man and
right.
And then he got injured. That was a horrible injury. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty.
He made it back from that. Yeah.
Yeah, the ankle injury. Yeah, that
made me cringe when I was watching that.
Yeah.
All right, enough about Dallas. Next question.
Next.
Seek Jesus. That's what I would tell Dallas.
Seek Jesus. Can Baker Mayfield take the Bucs to the promised land? Let me answer this question. Hell no, because they got to go through Detroit. That ain't happening, buddy. It's not. I mean, Baker Mayfield has had a phenomenal year, probably one of his best statistical years he's ever had. And he's taken the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who were not really that great of a team. I mean, they're balanced a little bit. They're just a low tier balance. They don't have a running game really, and they still do have two dynamic receivers in the backfield. So, I mean, out there, and Godwin and Evans. So I mean, he did what he had to do with the parts that he had. He has halfway decent offensive line too. So I think that. It's just not gonna. It's not. What's up, big dog? It's just not gonna happen. It ain't going on with the NFC Championship. It ain't happening. It's not. I'm just saying that, and I'm not being biased. I just think Lions are a better team. That's all. Well, I am being biased, but that's besides the point. Robbie, what you got, man?
Nah, they're not going. It's over today for them. Or yet tomorrow, not today.
Yeah. But you think Baker Mayfield has been? I think Baker Mayfield at least gets some kudos for being a good quarterback. He's been a good quarterback for Tampa Bay.
Oh, I love that he's having success there. Get back all them Browns fans for saying that he was a diva and he had to get the hell out. How that situation ended up.
Yeah, his team lasts longer than the Browns did.
And he did way better than Deshaun Watson.
Right. Kevin, what you got?
He
on
made it
that?
the whole season. Not this year. They do, any given Sunday they can beat the Lions. They can go on and beat the winner of the Green Bay Packers and the Niners team or game and end up in the Super Bowl. But to be realistic, I just don't see it happening. Do they have a good team built around for the ongoing for the foreseeing future? Sure. Who knows what the next year or two will bring? That Baker Mayfield is loved by that locker room, and that's a big deal because Cleveland made it sound like he lost the locker room.
Could you imagine if the Bucs make the Super Bowl?
No.
Imagine that, man. I'm just saying.
What is it? It's not going to happen. Record. With a 9-8 record.
Like them Brown fans that wanted him gone, that will get right back at them.
But yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, if they do make the Super Bowl, man, Cleveland is going to be kicking themselves in the ass for that.
That's how you know if the NFL will ever be rigged, is if you see a Browns versus the Buccaneers Super Bowl.
Well, definitely won't be a Browns one. The Browns ain't nowhere.
Well, like I said, it'll be rigged. That's how you know it's rigged.
Yeah. All right, what's our next awesome question?
We got a trivia.
Oh, it's Monkey's trivia. Come
on.
Okay. Houston is now the fourth team in NFL history to win a playoff game with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. Who are the other three teams to do so in what years?
Oh, shit.
I'm guaranteeing I'm just going to give you one of them because you ain't going to get this one no matter how long you guys guess.
What was that?
It's the 1945 Rams.
Oh, shit. Ain't nobody going to guess that.
Yeah, ain't nobody
going
to guess
but
that.
the other two are definitely teams you guys should be able to get. It's been of this century, so.
What was that? Can you run that by me one more time?
Yeah. Houston is now the fourth team in NFL history to win a playoff game with a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. Who are the other three teams to do so in what year?
And the Rams was one. He's already said that.
45
Yep.
Rams, yeah.
Wasn't the Bengals.
No.
Rookie head coach this century. God.
The Eagles with McNabb?
Mm-mm.
Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
It's in the 2000s decade.
Definitely wasn't Jared Goff in the Rams.
Both teams.
Right?
No. Nope.
Andrew Luck in the Colts?
Nope.
Baltimore Ravens, Jim Harbaugh.
Yes, but what year?
2000.
No.
They'll have to be with Flacco, right?
2003. Oh, okay. So that was 2000. Then wasn't that in 2000?
2008 was the year that Flacco
It was
came
2008.
There you go.
2008.
Okay, that's
they beat
one
the
team
Dolphins. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they beat the
there's
Dolphins.
one more. Yeah, there's one more team.
They'll probably
See,
gotta kick
no,
ourselves.
You'll never guess this one.
Russell Wilson and the Seahawks?
No. AFC team, AFC East team.
AFC East team.
Well, then you're giving all kinds of stuff away. It's got to be the Miami Dolphins.
The Jets and Mark Sanchez?
It's the Jets and Mr. Butt Fumble himself in 2009.
Jets and Mark Sanchez.
Oh Lord!
They beat the Patriots, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure they did.
yeah.
They went to the AFC Championship game that year, I do believe.
They lost to still lost to the Steelers, right?
Yeah, I
Is that
think
the-
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was and then the Steelers lost to the Packers that year in the Super Bowl. Damn it!
No,
Yeah, I used to harass my
Carlton,
brother about that one.
no, Carlton Davis can't shut down the Sun God. Nobody shuts down the Sun God. Anyway. And yeah, see, there you go, JC. And then lost to us. There you go.
Yeah.
There's your validation. All right, what's our next question there? Was Kansas City the better team, or did they handle the elements better? I think it was. Yeah, I would say it's a little bit of both.
Both, man. It was the Dolphins. Dolphins run sidelines like it's too cold. It's too cold.
Dolphins just ain't prepared to play in stuff like that. They got to stop. That's what's going to kill them every fucking time they get in the playoffs. If they have that mindset that they can't play in elements that are worse than anything they deal with, they're not going to never win a playoff game.
Yeah.
That's been their MO since I was a kid.
Notice that
anytime
Tyreek.
they came out to Buffalo and played in the fucking cold weather, they got their asses handed to them.
If you notice, Tyreek Hill was the only one that did something on that offense.
Because Tyreek Hill is used to it. He used to play in that stuff. So he already knows. And yeah, barely. It's like he got that one touchdown, it was over after that.
Yeah, then the fish
he
got
was
squished.
like, "Oh, there's my touchdown. Peace out." See, he wasn't
like
saying deuces because he was running past everybody. He was saying deuces. I'm done for today.
It's like the last 2 weeks of the season. It's just like the Dolphins just like went to shit.
Although I'm really still not buying Kansas City. I'm still not buying Kansas City. They handled the elements and Miami couldn't. That was basically what it came down to. But I'm still not. There's just something about KC that's not sitting right with me. So I don't know if it was really that they were a better team. I think if you played on a level playing ground, you played in Miami. Miami probably would have won that game. But I can't say Kansas City was a better team. I just think the elements helped them out in that game. I think Miami didn't come there to fucking play in no damn minus 20 degree weather. You know what I'm saying? It's not their type of shit. So I can't say Kansas City was a better team.
Miami was doomed from the get-go. The only team they beat above 500 was Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys was an away team where they sucked ass all year round.
Right.
Everyone's like, oh, they can't help their dude. They played teams that were over 500, yet they lost to those teams. They have a problem with teams over 500. What do you think is going to happen when they get to the playoffs where every team's over 500? They're going to bounce the fuck out and go home. That's what the fuck they're going to do, and that's exactly what they did. They are pretenders. I've had so much fucking arguments with the Miami Dolphins fans on Twitter and everything else for the past, ever. But it was pretty fucking bad when the Bills were sitting there at 6-6. And everyone's like, oh, the Bills are on the outside looking in. It's the Dolphins year. The Dolphins are going to win the division. The Dolphins are going to win the Super Bowl. Blah, blah, blah. Where are you now?
Right. Sitting on a couch.
And then you can't even find their fans. They're hiding like little bitches.
With
That shit
blankets
pisses
on.
me off. Get back over here. I ain't done with you yet.
They got the blanket heaters on now. What's that next question, Rob?
They're still frozen in the stadium in Kansas City is where they are.
There you go, yeah. Was it too early for Gerard Mayo to be the head coach? Robbie, you put up this question because I seen you were in the chats about this earlier before you put this question as a question. Why do you think that it was too early for him to be a coach?
But he wasn't even a coordinator, and like he was only 9 years. He's only 9 years removed from his playing days. Like that's just
didn't he have some kind of role on New England?
Well, if they must have a lot of faith in him. But personally, like if 9 years removed away from your playing days and already a head coach, not even not even a coordinator job.
Well, I mean, Dan Campbell was the head coach, and it was about that same amount of time he became a head coach. But he was in coaching. He was in coaching circles. Let's see what Gerard Mayo's.
But normally, before you become a head coach, you got to get years and years of experience of.
Usually you got to have quite a few years. There is every once in a while, like you said, Dan Campbell is one of those guys that didn't have to wait that long. And,
how long was he in the league for before he got a head coaching job, Dan Campbell?
About the same amount of time, like 9-10 years, somewhere around there.
9-10 years.
Yeah.
Normally, well, I guess stuff like that happens every once in a blue moon, but I was always under that you had to have years and years of experience of like Ravens coordinator.
According to
work your way up the ladder anyway.
Yeah.
To prove yourself.
According to what I'm looking at, he was the inside linebackers coach from 2019 to 2023 in New England. So he had 4 years of coaching.
4 years, but I guess they
the
got
linebackers coach.
Not just the linebackers coach, inside linebackers coach.
Come on,
inside linebackers coach, not just
linebackers coach. Right? There's an inside linebackers coach, an outside linebackers coach, and then there's the linebackers coach in general. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what New England's doing. To tell you the truth, I mean that is kind of. I mean, I understand that he's been in there for a while, at least 4 years as a coach. But an inside linebackers coach, come on, man, be a quarterbacks coach or linebackers or a defensive line coach at least. But you're not. You're just an inside linebackers coach for 4 years, and for 4 years you didn't progress to go higher than that. So
I hope they know what they're doing. This is a big risk.
I don't care. Because it ain't my team.
You know what? On second thought, yeah, I hope they don't win it. I hope they don't have another win.
It's not too early. Go ahead, put them in there.
You know what?
I'm loving it.
If
Bills fan,
you know what?
enjoy the
Gerard
fucking
Mayo
again, because that's where you're going.
You know what? If Gerard Mayo don't work out, go get Nathan Peterman as the next head coach. For all I care.
Shit,
man, you got Nathan.
The only person on this panel that really affects anybody is Kevin's team because they are in the same division. So if New England is destined to fail, there you go.
If Nathan Peterman became the head coach,
you just put another defensive head coach. You just put another defensive coach in there as your head coach. How well was that working for you just now?
I thought they were going to go after Vrabel.
I don't think Bill Belichick was a bad defensive coach. Watered down to the defensive coach that he had there. I guess they're keeping both of his sons on as coaches too.
Everybody thought his one son was supposed to take over for him.
Yeah, nope. They said, hell no, obviously not, because Gerard Mayo's the head coach now. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on in New England.
Gerard Mayo doesn't sit there and lick his fucking lips the whole entire time while he's sitting there either. Fucking
what's our next question, man? Another winning record, another first-round exit for the Steelers. When will Coach Common get the ship right? Is he still the guy to do it? Obviously, he's came back. For everybody out there that didn't know, he is coming back for this 2024 season. So, I mean, is it just on Coach Tomlin? Or do you think Do you think that he just needs some guys around him? I mean, I'm not talking about players. I'm talking about coordinators, coaches, other coaches in there that will help the offense, because that's basically where they need to help at, is an offense. And that's, I think Coach Tomlin's still a good coach. I think he's still motivated.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, they got in the playoffs. They shouldn't have really gotten in the playoffs. They didn't really have a team to make it in the playoffs. But he got them in the playoffs.
His problem is he's too much of a player's coach. Like, it's cool, you want to be more relaxed and chill with your players, but you got to keep them more disciplined and focused.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it like this too, though. He hasn't had a losing season, so obviously it's working some kind of way for him.
And another thing is, Mike Tomlin's problem is he always promotes within.
And that's probably where he needs to change his coaching methods.
Yep. He promotes within. To be quite honest, I think the story, they not only need an offensive coordinator, they need a defense coordinator too. Or does it matter? Does it really matter? Because I heard Tomlin is the one calling the plays on the defense.
Well, I'm sure Terrell Austin is not as high impacted on the defense calling as Tomlin, as a defensive coordinator is supposed to be. I'm sure Tomlin puts his 2 cents in there. That's why their defense is pretty good. But the offensive side is where I think Tomlin always has the issues. That's the reason why he's always got damn receivers, because he doesn't know how to handle the offensive side of the football. He knows how to get the players in there to do that kind of shit, but he doesn't have the offensive knowledge really to set him up for success. And that's why he needs a good offensive coordinator, because, that's what they do. And you can't have people like Canada around. That's just run the ball. That's so 70s. I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is the new NFL. You can't be running the football every five downs, every fucking down, basically, and thinking you're just going to be successful. You can't do that. You got to learn how to pass the ball. And then you're holding the rookie quarterback back too.
Last time Mike Tomlin went outside for an offensive coordinator, he got Todd Haley, and with Todd Haley, we had a top 5 offense.
Yeah.
And then we had Mike
and
Munchak as the offensive line coach. We had top 5 offense when last time we went outside.
There you go.
Every time he promotes within was what Randy Fichtner was 2019, and then Matt Canada for 2 years. That was horrible. But
there's a couple things I gotta say about Tomlin though.
And another thing is, come playoff time, he has to preach that team to keep them more disciplined. It seems like they're unprepared.
Well, I think what it is in the playoffs, like I tell people, playoffs are two elements in the NFL. You got your regular season and you got your playoffs. And your playoffs is where you get more aggressive as a team. Any team that's in the playoffs get more aggressive. And that's what really shows you how good teams are once you're in the playoffs. I just didn't think the Steelers matched that. I think they were a good regular season team, but when they got in the playoffs, they just exposed them to all kinds of stuff. I mean, they gave Buffalo a pretty good run, but at the end, they beat them by 14 points. So, I mean, I couldn't explain it.
What lost that game against Buffalo was the Mason Rudolph interception in the red zone, and George Pickens fumbling the ball.
But those are called playoff mistakes you can't be making.
It's it's definitely the turnovers that killed that game for y'all.
And on top of that, Mason is not on the level of Josh Allen. So you can handle Josh Allen making mistakes because you know that he'll come back and rectify those mistakes. Whereas with Mason Rudolph, if he makes a mistake, fucks the whole team situation up, because he's not that type of quarterback that Josh Allen is. He's not going to make spectacular plays to overdo his mistakes. So I think that's the other version of that. I think Mason did a very good job coming in and helping Pittsburgh get to the playoffs. But like I said, the team all the way around. And then he didn't have TJ Watt. And that
was a killer
right there.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. Highsmith disappears, but Watt's not on the other side.
No, that's because everybody keys on Highsmith when Watt.
Yeah, that's why.
Like
So
they're paying that dude.
Block him.
They're paying that dude $15 million a year. He only got 7 sacks this year. Like, come on, bro.
And Hayward, where the hell is Hayward at? That dude ain't never showing up. That's another guy that does.
They said his name a few times in the beginning of the game when they were stopping the run, or the couple times they stopped the run, but then they stopped stopping the run, and then you never heard Hayward's name again.
Mm-hmm.
Like that defense needs revamped. The way they play defense is too predictable.
JC said, "Don't do that on Highsmith. He got a sack." That's true. He did.
He got a sack. I didn't even know.
Yeah, he got a sack. So he wasn't quiet.
Yeah,
quiet.
He probably got that sack when the game was over.
But teams tend to favor. I mean, once you lose a player like that,
another thing that pissed me off about that game was, where the hell was Nick Herbert at? I barely seen him out there. They didn't give him enough steps. Yeah, what referee? Who said referee?
Oh, John said he had 4 sacks, and one of them, and Highsmith was being helped several times with no calls. But that's just refereeing. That's how our referees suck.
The referees blow this year.
That was early in the
every
game.
year.
They blow.
I think Tom. I respect the fact that Tomlin has always had a winning record, but these last 2 years where he's barely had a winning record, I think it's honestly hurting the team more than anything because they're being subpar in the middle of the pack, and they don't have the team to be able to make a deep playoff push. So that's hurting their draft capital. But I respect. Another thing is Tomlin doesn't seem like he's all really in it this year. Like, I don't know. He's not the same. He looks like he's drained. Like he's just completely exhausted.
Yeah, I'm with you there, I'm with you.
Having that quarterback carousel would probably make me exhausted by the end of the season too, though. So,
yeah,
that's a headache and a half right there.
You know what?
Put your quarterback in bad position.
He looked exhausted ever since he had no choice but to fire his friend Matt Canada.
Oh, there you go.
Penalty.
Yeah, because now I think he has to make more play calling selection because the guy that came in there and took over for him, if he's going to do the same damn thing, Tomlin's got to make it look like it was Canada's fault. So he's got to go in there and make different play calling for the offense, and it was pretty much relatively working the last few games. But if he's got to do 2 damn jobs, even though he has 2 damn coordinators to take those jobs, that might be the problem right there. I don't know, man. But I know one thing: he needs help on the offensive side of the ball. I think the defensive side of the ball is fine, but he needs help on the offensive side. If he can get a good offensive coordinator that can regulate the run and the pass, get Pickett to be that quarterback. Pickett don't have to be fucking, Brett
Pickens
Favre
stop being a damn diva.
And Pickens, stop being a damn
get with the
diva.
damn program.
And
he's an excellent fucking ball player. But
and Deontay, let's not forget Deontay. Deontay does the same fucking thing.
I'm not a fan. He's not.
Get some better coaching assistants too, because he got high school coaches that help him out.
You do need a better. You definitely need a better second string cornerback though. I think another corner. You can never go bad. You can never go wrong with getting a good corner.
Yeah.
Every year that's the thing with the Bills. The Bills always draft a corner, no matter what. There's always at least one corner getting drafted by the Bills in whatever round.
I don't know, but the way I see it, everybody wants more offensive line help.
Yeah, that they do need that.
Yeah, true.
Center, like I would say, I would agree with center. We need center.
Oh, I think your main focal point should be your offense, but I'm just saying, like, you got – I mean, you can get a good CB2 in, like, rounds 3, 4, 5 even.
I was thinking safety. I was thinking more safety than corner.
Oh, DB. Yeah, you could do that too.
More.
I mean, shit.
Right.
If you get a fast enough safety, he could be playing a nickel too.
Because Joey Porter Jr. is the best cornerback that the Steelers got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's an excellent player. He's got a bright future. As long as he can avoid the injury bug, he's got a bright future.
The one cornerback I wish they would have put out there more instead of Levi Wallace was James Pierre. I thought he should have played over Levi Wallace.
I
Levi
think
Wallace,
they went with Levi because he has the experience. I think that's why they went with him, even though that may be a lame ass reason to do it. But I mean, Pierre is really, really young, right?
Yeah, he's a big kid too. He's like 6'3", 200 pounds.
Right. So they probably had him sit and watch and try to adapt to everything because the Steelers probably wrote the season off like everybody else did for him, towards the beginning of the year when you guys weren't playing so hot.
Yeah, the thing about Levi, he's not aggressive at all. He just lets the receiver come to him.
Yeah. He's not he doesn't play on the ball at all. And that's what bothered me when he was here in Buffalo is he's inconsistent. He'll have a game or two where he'll be like, "Oh, right, yeah, that was a good pickup," or "It's guy we signed him," and then the rest of the year you're like, "What the fuck, Levi?"
Yeah, he's only getting interceptions if the quarterback blows the coverage
right
throws it right to him. Yeah, but other than that, I don't see nothing special with Levi Wallace. I like the kid. He probably would be more suited for a safety than a cornerback.
So in the spirit of that, our next series is Jag Off of the Week. Jag Off of the Week. Now, Big Dog put in one. I think that you're going to appreciate this because this is kind of a segue into it. But Big Dog's Jag Off of the Week is Minkah Fitzpatrick for his sloppy tackling ability. And here's a video evidence to show it.
Plus the middle. Sherfield was knocked down. Shakir knocked down inside the 10. Oh, what an effort! The play of the night. Khalil Shakir broke away from, of all people, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I can't believe it. You said it too. I stopped looking. I turned back over to look over at the crowd. And all of a sudden you're like, and still going. What an individual effort.
The teammates appreciate the effort so much they're about to carry him off on their shoulders. This is remarkable.
This really is. And this is what happens when you run the ball.
And then after he was able to get away from Fitzpatrick, just look how close the knee was and never did touch.
And he's got juice. Second fastest 40 time. Doesn't show it a ton, but he's...
Jack Off of the Week. So Minkah Fitzpatrick is Jack Off of the Week from Big Dog. And yeah, that tackling job was kind of... I don't know what the hell Minkah was thinking on that one, but body tackle, man, don't be making them I want to hug you tackles. No. Tackle his ass. Put some body out.
He was seeing if he had a piece of candy in his pocket.
I guess. I don't know what the hell was going on with that.
He said, "Man, you got that Jolly Rancher, son. Give it up."
You a dumbass. You rap players, not sling them. Yup, that's what I'm saying. Big Dog going off on him right now. So, anybody got Jack Off of the Week?
I do.
Who you got?
It's a Jack Off tandem.
Look out.
RG3 and Jay Gruden going back and forth on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Them Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you were a horrible coach. Oh, well, you were a horrible player. Come on. You guys can do better than that.
You both are horrible.
Right. You both are. No, what are you guys doing? I mean, RG3.
One's an analyst, and I don't know what the hell Coach Gruden's doing now. Or
RG3 can't play no more. I mean, granted, RG3 was having a great career until he fucked up both his knees.
That was for real. I thought that was fake when I seen Jay Gruden and him arguing.
So did I.
That
And
was
then
real.
there's
That was actually real.
Yeah, I have a news article that I was reading. It was posting. I was gonna put them in my news too. That was good.
Shit.
What's up, Dante?
I decided against it.
I know that's Dante. Dante
You
couldn't be
done
on the
boys
show.
sitting your ass
We were
on
gonna
that
have
couch
Dante on the show today,
one
but he
and
wasn't
done.
feeling well.
I wouldn't be feeling well either after getting my ass blown out at home after saying this our year, this our year,
Hey.
this our year, this our year.
Praise to the
Oh, wait, did I forget
Almighty.
to tell you this our year?
You gotta praise to Allah, the Almighty. Date them girls.
Actually, that was perfect. That was perfect for him to chime in there because that'd be jack off of the week. So anyway,
Yeah,
jag off of the week, Bobby.
Date them girls.
Yeah, you just added one, bro.
There you go.
Right there.
Who?
The Dallas
Jonathan
Cowboy
with the
fans,
Whedon boys.
specifically Dante.
I don't
This
have
our
a
year.
jag off of the week. I gotta get one.
That one. All right. So what we got next there, Robbie?
We got another trivia.
All right.
I knew you were gonna pull that shit on me too.
Hey, I'm just going down the list, brother.
Jordan Love had the highest passer rating of 157.2 in a road playoff game in the Super Bowl era with at least 20 attempts. What two quarterbacks held it previously before him? You can only, if you get one right, I'll be happy. Because the other one was back in 1966.
Aaron Rodgers.
No.
1966?
Yeah.
That was
You
Bart Starr?
said in a Super Bowl
Bart
era,
Starr.
right? Not Super Bowl.
I knew it was a Green Bay
Sure.
Packer quarterback.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the Super Bowl era.
It sure as hell wasn't Ben Roethlisberger.
No.
If we're talking Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning?
It's the Super Bowl era, but no, it's not Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
I already said Rodgers. I already said Rodgers, big up. He said no.
Nope, and nope.
Perfect. I'm trying to figure out who to have a perfect passer rating. Probably some goofy ass quarterback that don't deserve to have a good passing rating. Flacco.
Yeah, you got that right. No. But you got that statement right.
I would say Lamar, but he's a running back.
Was it
Yeah,
in this
it's not him
century
anymore.
or last century?
It was last year.
No, last year. Fuck.
Joe Burrow? No, Joe Burrow? No, not.
It was nope. It was last year in the playoffs.
Last year in the play. Patrick Mahomes.
Player.
No.
Oh. Said somebody doesn't deserve it. Who was in it last year that didn't deserve it? Geno Smith?
No.
Not Dak Prescott.
It was Dak Prescott.
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Get out
Told
of
you he
here.
didn't
Whack,
deserve it.
Whack Prescott.
Especially after the year he had last year. He had a
They won that
horrible
playoff
season
game
last
though,
year.
didn't they? And then they lost to the champ. They lost in the division round to San Francisco, didn't they?
Yeah.
Green Bay or one of the two. Yeah,
That's one of them questions that goes. That's one of the questions you're like, what the fuck?
Good job. Let's tag team in there. All right, what's our next question? Can the Packers upset the 49ers? Oh, I was going to
I think they
trash ass
can.
Bucks. That's why.
I think they can. Will they? Probably not. But I think they can do it.
49ers did have a bye week.
They did have an offense. They're in the same position Houston is actually. Your two number 7 seeds are in the same position. You're facing two number 1 seeds that had 2 weeks off. So it depends on what.
Houston wasn't
number
in
one
the
seed
7th
team.
seed.
What's that?
Pittsburgh was.
Oh, that's
Pittsburgh
right.
was a 7th seed.
Pittsburgh was a 7th seed. I'm just saying.
But Green Bay is the first 7th seed to win their wild card game since the new formation of the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Guess it was against Dallas. But anyway.
Well, it sure as fuck wasn't going to be the Steelers.
Let's see. I mean, I guess they can. They got enough offense to do it, especially with with Jordan Love throwing it like he is. He's doing a pretty good job reading defenses, and I mean these receivers are getting open. So and his tight ends. So I don't know. I mean, if San Francisco has a hiccup, they have it. I don't think either one of these games that are being played today. I don't think either one of the teams that are going to get blown out. I don't think either team's going to get blown out. I just think that the team that is the lesser seed is going to get beat by the number 1 seed. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout like people think it's already. They both got 9.5 point favorites or 9.5 point favorites. I don't see that happening for either team. I think San Francisco probably win by about 6 to 3 points, 3 to 6 points. So I think the Packers can keep up with them offensively. I just don't think their defense has got enough against their offense. That's all.
There's too much speed on that Niners offense for that Packers defense.
True. But Niners are like Baltimore. They had a week off. They had 2 weeks off.
Yeah, and so does San Fran. So, I mean, like I said, whatever team comes in there, whatever number 1 seed comes in there refreshed, like I said, if Baltimore beats this breaks off of Houston, I don't think anybody's going to beat Baltimore. And I say the same thing about San Francisco. If San Francisco goes in there and beats the breaks off of Green Bay, I don't think anybody's going to beat San Francisco either. It's just that easy. They're number 1 seeds for a reason. So, I could like Kevin said, we had this conversation earlier. Any given Sunday, teams can win. So any given Saturday, actually, in this case. But Green Bay probably, they're going to keep it close. I don't know if they're going to upset the 49ers, though. That's my take.
I think Niners win, but I still say Packers got a chance.
That would be a pretty interesting NFC Championship game, though, if the Lions and the Packers both won.
Packers and the Lions.
Another home game for us.
Right. It would give you another home game, and it's a divisional rival, so the intrigue for that game will be, right up there. So I guess if the NFL is rigged, like everyone keeps saying, that would have to be the narrative, right?
Hey, we're going to find out tomorrow if the NFL is rigged.
Right. All right, what's our next question? Who is the offensive player of the year between CJ Stroud and Puka Nacua? Oh, I'm giving that to CJ.
Supposed to be offensive
Stroud.
rookie.
Yeah, who is offensive player of the year? There's offensive player of the year.
Quarterbacks won all the awards.
Yeah, and even though it could be rookie. I think he probably meant rookie. I don't know if he did or not, but in this case, if it is offensive rookie of the year, I give it to CJ Stroud. That dude's.
Well, he did mean it.
You're good, Jay. Okay. We got it. We got it.
Regardless, you look at it regardless of either one. If you're just you're looking at them too, and being that it is rookie, man. They both have done a phenomenal job. Puka Nacua has been the most talked about rookie this whole entire season. He's been in my news just about every damn week. I like the kid, but I'm getting sick and tired of talking about him. And CJ Stroud, he's doing his thing too. But quarterbacks are going to get more attention, so I'm going to go with CJ.
Yeah. I think also the fact that Green Bay made it to this round and LA didn't would be another reason why CJ Stroud gets it over Puka. I think it's just going to be an evolution of how teams advance. This is like the coach of the year thing. I think DeMeco Ryans will get it until, he gets eliminated. If the Lions, if it's between him and Dan Campbell for coach of the year, it's whoever gets put out first is going to win that, I feel. So I think it's the same thing between CJ Stroud and Puka Nacua. I think CJ Stroud won it because he advanced further than Puka Nacua did. So, yeah, I'll probably give it to him. What you got on that, Rob?
Quarterbacks win all the awards. I'm going with CJ Stroud.
If the Texans beat the Ravens,
I'm personally
you're gonna see CJ Stroud win that shit, and you're gonna see DeMeco Ryans win that coach of the year.
Yep.
I would love to see Puka win it.
On top of that, though, if CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans beat Baltimore, could CJ Stroud be MVP?
If they go all the way,
No,
yes.
because I don't think rookies can win the MVP award.
They can win.
Doesn't say doesn't
There's
say
no
anything
rule
about
say they
rookies.
can't do it. No, there's nothing said they can't. It just hasn't happened.
Right.
That's all.
I
Well,
mean,
doesn't-
I know you can do it in Madden. I mean,
Well,
other than that,
I
no,
thought-
I haven't seen
uh,
it done. That's all I'm saying is I haven't seen it done. I should put it that way.
Yeah.
Well,
It
MVP
hasn't
is
been done, but it can happen. Yeah.
MVP is
sure.
a quarterback award.
Well, CJ Stroud's a quarterback. If they beat Baltimore, they played a winner between KC and Buffalo. I mean, if they lose that game, whoever they have to play after they beat Baltimore, that might. I mean, I'd have to have CJ Stroud go all the way to the Super Bowl for him to be MVP. That's how I would look at it. For being Offensive Player of the Year, I would take what it is now. He would win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Put it that way.
If Stroud goes and wins the Super Bowl, would he be the first rookie to win the Super Bowl in the first year as a quarterback?
Ooh.
He'll
Ben
be the
didn't win
first.
in his first year, right? So Ben
No.
didn't win in his first year.
I want to say yes
If-
because they were talking. Well, was it Cam Newton that went to the Super Bowl his first year?
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't-
Oh hell
No,
no.
that was his third year.
I'm
or
just
something like
saying,
that, wasn't it?
if he wins it
Yeah.
all as a rookie quarterback,
been the
Super Bowl
sport.
and everything, I would give him the MVP. I would give him the MVP right there. Win the Super Bowl in your first year as a starting quarterback.
And a Brinks.
Yeah, I'd give him an MVP if he was in the Super Bowl in his first year.
Yeah, like that would be unreal right there, you know.
Yeah, it would be nice for Houston.
Well,
Yeah.
the only non-quarterback that can win the MVP, in my opinion, is CMC. Obviously,
Yeah,
if it ain't a quarterback,
CMC.
it's CMC.
yeah, I think we all.
I know. I joke around and say Lamar's a running back. I joke around and say that, but if he won the Super Bowl, he probably gonna win MVP.
I think that's the only reason why I would put Lamar as an MVP is if he wins the Super Bowl because he doesn't have any stats to back any of that up, and
But
he's not a percentage of the team's win. That's what I'm saying.
Who else?
Aren't
is up
these
for
awards
MVP?
chosen before the Super Bowl airs?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I think they
Who
are.
else is up for
I'm
MVP?
pretty
I think
sure
it's
that,
after.
you know,
Is it
I think it's
Brock Purdy?
between the Super Bowl and the I think it's between. Doesn't the Pro Bowl get played before the Super Bowl?
yeah, the week.
So I
before.
think it's in between that time right there, a week before.
Who else is up for MVP? Brock Purdy?
Yeah, Brock Purdy.
Is it Brock
I
Purdy?
think it's like
CMC?
five. Josh Allen,
Lamar
Brock Purdy,
Jackson
Lamar
was up there.
Jackson.
Tua was up there.
Tua.
Was
Hill.
Dak up there?
Tyreek Hill.
Was Dak up there
Don't forget
too?
about Tyreek Hill.
Dak was up there. at
He
one
was. Yeah, he was. I don't know if he's going to be so much now. But anyway.
Well, that's the thing is I don't think the playoffs have any bearing on any of these awards. I think they're all regular season awards.
As soon as
Yeah, I
the
think they
Cowboys
are, too.
lost, Roger Goodell said, "Dak, go sit at the kiddie table."
So what's our next question? Who is at fault for the Eagles' failure? The whole fucking team.
The whole team.
The whole team. They came in
The
there like they
whole
didn't want to
team.
play in that game. It's just
Brown.
The whole team.
I heard Brown.
Brown.
Brown
Brown.
told him basically it's either me or Hurts that got to go.
Yep. Bye Brown.
Jalen
I'd rather
Hurts is
get-
not a Boy Scout either. He was talking about how everybody else is fucking up and he wasn't. I mean, that came
Oh
out.
yeah.
I was like,
Well,
well,
you're not
you
going to
know,
get rid of your
that's.
franchise quarterback over a wide receiver.
Oh, I understand that whole situation. I'm
And
just saying,
their head coach is cocky as hell too.
their head coach sucks. He
Yeah.
can't do. Obviously, he can't do. Who made that team last year was the offensive and the defensive coordinator that were there before, because obviously their offensive and defensive coordinator right now sucks, especially the defensive coordinator. They should saw that coming.
And their
Patricia,
cornerbacks, their cornerbacks, they got old.
Patricia
Slay and
sucks.
Bradbury. Slay
They
and
should have saw
Bradbury
that
are
shit
old.
coming from a long way away. I don't understand that whole situation with Philadelphia. They're all over the place. I don't think Sirianni is a bad coach, but he's not a great coach. And I think if Philadelphia doesn't get that shit together, he'll get fired next year. If they
There's
don't do
rumors he's
well.
getting fired this year. He might get fired this year.
And
he
Shaq
might get
Leonard,
fired.
I backfired at his face, huh? It was either
Yeah.
Cowboys or Eagles. Even if he signed with the Cowboys, he'd still be at home.
Yep. Don't matter.
That's what
NFC East.
that's what he gets for trying to ring shop.
The NFC East is a bunch of failing ass fucking teams. That's for damn
Oh,
sure.
well, look at Miami. They got Chance Claypool. They haven't won a game since. Or they won one game since.
Yeah, we call a lot of analysts call it the Maple Leaf effect. That's what they call him, the Maple
Damn.
Leaf effect, because he's from Canada. Maple Leaf.
Yeah. It's fucking
What's our
hilarious.
next question?
That's
John
why
blames
he should-
Richard. John
That's
blames
why
Richard.
Claypool should sign with Kansas City next season.
I blame Richard. I know that's right. Okay, Monkey Trivia number 5.
Oh. Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford had the second and third highest passer ratings in the playoffs versus a team they previously played for. Who is the only quarterback to score a higher passer rating and against what former team?
Joe Montana against San Francisco.
Nope, but it was
Brett
Is this
Favre.
playoffs? Is this playoffs?
yes.
Brett
Oh.
Favre versus Green Bay.
Nope. And this is in the 90s.
90s.
Previous team.
Someone's going to kick themselves in the ass. In fact, I think this quarterback played for both your teams.
Charlie Batch.
Charlie Patch.
He played for Detroit.
It was a good guess, though, I guess.
He played for us, huh? Eric Kramer.
No.
Wasn't Dobbs.
It better not be Scott Mitchell.
He played for the Lions and the Steelers.
I'm pretty sure he did play for the Steelers at some point. I would have to look it up.
No, it wasn't Michael Vick. Michael
Yeah,
Vick never
Vick.
played for the Lions.
Nope.
What-
He played for the Lions, though, huh? Oh, well, maybe. And it was in the 90s.
Yep.
No, Donald? No.
Nope.
He played for the Steelers and the Lions.
Well, he played for the Lions. We know that much.
He definitely played for the Lions. I'm looking right now to see if he played for the Steelers.
I have no idea. on this
Oh,
one.
no, he did not. He played for Detroit, Philly, Carolina, Dallas, Oakland, and Washington. But none of that's going to help you,
Weird.
though, just so you know.
Can I phone a friend? Can I use the lifeline?
I cannot be that lifeline.
All right, let's see what we got.
I
here.
get. Jim McMahon?
Get off of Google.
I'm not on Google.
No,
Say,
I'm
what
talking
is
about the big guy.
It's the only way I'm gonna know. Oh man,
Fucking
this don't tell
Rodney
me
Pete,
shit
then,
anyway.
bastard.
It don't, huh?
Good for you. Rodney Pete.
I was gonna say
He
that.
had a passer rating of 143.3 in the 95 wild card game against the Lions.
I was gonna say that, but I couldn't believe it.
Petey.
Fucking Rodney Pete.
His name is Petey.
I had such
Oh,
high
oh,
hopes
he's
for
like-
him when he was playing in Detroit.
He played for Carolina too, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right.
Petey.
fuck Rodney.
Detroit, Philly, Carolina, Dallas, Oakland,
I liked
and
his wife.
Washington.
I didn't like him.
Right.
wh-
Holly
What's
Robinson,
his name?
Pete.
Yeah, Holly Robinson Pete. She was awesome. What's your
She was
next?
better before she became when she was just Holly Robinson.
Right. Should the Browns retain Flacco for the next season? I think they should. Like I said, they need to get rid of PJ Walker, keep DTR, and they can't do nothing about Deshaun. So, he could be Flacco as long as he wants to be the second string quarterback. And he's fucking 120 years old now anyway. He should be relishing the fact he's a second string running back quarterback. But
that's the thing is the key point is, does he really want to come back? Period.
Yeah, true.
He said he was perfectly content sitting at home.
True.
And he got a call to be a starting quarterback. He was like, I couldn't turn down a starting job on a playoff caliber team. Who could do that? He's like, sure,
Right.
shit, I'll go out there and try give it one more shot. So who knows what he plans on doing? But if they can, I would. He's got that veteran presence. He's good with younger quarterbacks. He doesn't have an ego. He's far past that age. He's in that wisdom age.
Maybe he can help Deshaun out. Deshaun can help him out by giving him massages. I don't know, getting him massages. 2-for-1 deal. I'll make you a better quarterback if you hit me up with some of them spots you go to. I don't know, man.
Anywhere but the last one, because y'all got in trouble for that one.
There you go. What you got in there, Robbie? Same thing?
Should they retain him? Yes, but I don't think he'll want to come back as a backup.
Yeah, that's the whole big picture right there. I mean, he knows he's got the skill. I don't know if he wants to be a second-rated quarterback on a team. I think he wants to be the guy to go to. But you know what?
Yeah, but does he have the
don't
skill
throw
to
two pick
last all
sixes,
season
motherfucker.
long?
Right, don't throw 2 pick sixes. That lasts in people's minds in the playoffs. So
yeah, that just ruined his perfect playoff record too. By the way,
yeah, and also ruined his
he had
chances
an
of
excellent
becoming
playoff record, and now just ruined it.
Starting quarterback situation in Cleveland. That ruined that too. But yeah. What's your next question? Do you think the Miami Dolphins will move forward with Tua as their quarterback of the future? Do they have a choice? I mean, they were in the playoffs this year, so that probably eliminates them, in a way, because they can't get a number 1 quarterback.
They can trade
right?
Tua. They could trade Tua to Chicago.
Nobody wants Tua.
Chicago's dumb enough to take Tua. You know this.
Tyreek Hill wants Tua. That's the only person that wants Tua. Nobody else wants Tua.
He only says that because that's his quarterback right now. Of
course, I know that, but he's only one.
Gonna fucking say that.
That's the only reason why he'd want him. But anyway, I don't know. They really don't have a choice. I don't think that nobody's going to be stupid enough to take. Not even Chicago. Well, they maintain their staff, so they might. You never know. But Tua can't.
Cliff Kingsbury's coming in.
He can't play the cold either.
Cliff Kingsbury just came in for an interview. If Cliff Kingsbury takes the OC part or job for the Chicago Bears, he's used to Murray. Tua is
Murray,
a better version of Murray.
Yeah, I'm not Call of Duty playing Murray.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So not a pussified version, man. He'll take a hit.
Yeah,
he wants to keep playing.
Justin Fields. If they do, Justin Fields is like Kyler Murray. He's just a faster version of him, and he doesn't have a very good accuracy yet. But they need somebody to work with Justin Fields to get his accuracy and his reading defenses better. That's basically what they could do to Justin Fields, make him successful. They could do it, but
they need to sit his ass in a fucking room.
I just don't
video.
I don't see where the Miami Dolphins are going to go without Tua. I just don't. I don't know if they're going to do that at all.
They're not going to do anything with or without Tua. They're ass either way, so it doesn't matter.
I think Tua. Let's figure out, man. Tua is only good because he got Tyreek Hill at the number 1 as his number 1 receiver. Take Hill away, he's an ordinary quarterback.
Well, he's a decent quarterback.
Still an ordinary quarterback.
As long as you keep him upright and don't have him get concussed every 2 games, he'll be fine. That's what they.
Which I give him credit for. He stayed healthy all season long. I give him mad props for that. I didn't think he was going to make it. I thought he was going to forget his name by now.
Right.
That's a long name to forget.
Right.
You ever see that name? I can't even pronounce
Yeah.
that shit.
Tua Tagovailoa. You know his brother plays for. His brother plays for. Who is it? Penn State? No, not Penn State. It's a Big Ten. Maryland. That's what he plays for. Maryland.
Shit, man. I even tried like Google Translator. They couldn't even pronounce the name.
All right, what we got as our next question? Can Josh Allen get his first win against Patrick Mahomes? I don't see why not.
Yes.
He's at home. He's in the perfect condition to do so. But go ahead, Kevin. I'm gonna let you answer that on your turn.
I did. Yes. Dude. I mean, are you fucking stupid? I mean, there's the best chance for them to beat them. I mean, will they? Can they lose? Will they lose? Can they lose? Yes. Will they lose? I don't fucking think they will.
You are forgetting the real MVPs of this game, Kevin. Them boys
I know,
wearing the white stripe. Yeah, them boys that wear the black and white stripes. What they call the game down the middle.
Well, with all that aside,
Ed Hockey, you better call that fucking game down the middle, or he's gonna find me on.
And
his
another
porch
thing
waiting
is,
for him to come home.
You know something? If Taylor Swift is in, if I swear she's at the game.
Taylor Swift does not come to away games.
You know, I hope
Highmark Stadium is marked as a Swiftie-free zone. God damn it!
I am so sick and tired of her. I hope a Bills fan knocks her in the head with a snowball.
Damn.
I hope she goes to throw a snowball out of the press box and falls out.
Damn.
I don't hope she gets hurt. I hope she gets caught by everybody at the bottom. But
the Bills are more talented. The Bills are more talented, but the real question is, will the referees call a fair game?
Well, let's not leave it in the referee's hands to call a fair game. Let's go ahead and just call, let's whoop their ass, and then we don't have to worry about all that.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be an ass whooping. I think it's going to be a close game. But
I think this
you can never count Patrick Mahomes out. You just can't. You can never count him out. No matter what he has for receivers. Look what happened versus Miami. Rashee Rice broke a record.
Mm-hmm.
But this game it's in Orchard Park, so that probably work in Buffalo's favor.
It's the first time Patrick Mahomes has played in Orchard Park.
Yep.
We've always had to go to Arrowhead.
You got that goofball
even in regular season?
And even in regular season, because of the fucking
Bills never got
in the playoffs, we had to go to Arrowhead.
Yeah, Bills never
in
got
the regular
a home
season.
game.
They've never come to Buffalo.
Never,
nope, not once.
Damn.
So next season, I think it will be the first season they'll have to come to Buffalo. I'm pretty sure we still have to play them.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. There you go. Let's start a streak going. That's what you need to do.
Well, the Bills have beat them the last 3 times in Arrowhead in the regular season.
They just can't do it in the playoff.
Definitely going to be an entertaining game.
But it ain't an Arrowhead.
It matters.
So, yeah,
exactly.
It's not an Arrowhead, so it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Let's see. Is Ralph Wilson's will still on 5%? Oh, Jeff, come on, man. Okay, so now it's our Jeff Rear. He's a Lions fan. I don't know why he's asking Lorenzo that on this side, but anyway, we're getting JBK players of the week, right?
Yes, we got the zone coverage.
All right. And now we're going to come to a monkey's tail of the tape. I've been able to put shit up here. Okay, there we go. All right, buddy.
All right. So
I know I had you do this for the. Yeah, I know you. I told you to do this for the playoffs, so I know it wasn't balanced in your favor.
Well, yeah, it's not going to. They've only played twice, and it's both have been in Arrowhead, and the Chiefs won both games. But, and regardless, the last 2 times they played them were a few years ago. So, I mean, they're 2 totally different teams now. But
right,
going by what it's showing here, both teams, it's usually a barn burner. It's lighted up, high-scoring games. They go back and forth. This game can go either way, but the last 2 times they faced in the playoffs, the Bills just can't get it done. They have lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs both times, and one embarrassing 13-second game. Oh boy, that hurts. But still, yeah, there's not really much to take away from this other than what I've already covered. I mean, the Chiefs are better in every statistical standpoint as far as, playing against each other in the playoffs. But the numbers really don't tell you the whole story because it's always a shoot 'em out, and you're always looking at a classic game between the two teams. You just can't get any better than Kansas City versus Buffalo.
You really can't, and that's probably the reason why it is the game of the week for us there. That's why we got to tail the tape for it, which will bring us up to, we'll say that score pick 'em for the next thing that we got going on, Robbie, the pick 'em score, the pick 'ems. All right, so we're going to start with our first game today, which I believe is the Ravens in Houston. What do you got on that, Robbie? What do you think score is going to be, and who is going to win?
I'm taking the Ravens 38-21.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, it's at the bank. I got to give that. Got to go.
Hey,
that home field advantage. Ravens play great at home.
Yeah, they could get robbed at the bank sometimes too, though.
Yeah, and plus, the only way I see Houston win this game is if their defense get turnovers and the scoring points.
All right, what you got there, Monkey?
I think this game's going to be closer than everyone thinks. Lamar does have an issue with fumbling the ball. And yes, Ryan, I know it's a product of the system because of the RPOs, but it doesn't matter. They're still there. They are still fumbles.
Yeah,
still an opportunity for them to turn the ball over.
Running backs have the tendency to fumble.
I really do like this is a really good Ravens team. It's hard to pick against them, but this is my upset of the week. I do think that the Houston Texans can pull it off and just will do it. And I think it'll be by like 3 points.
Wow.
Another thing I like to add is you Raven fans are lucky and ain't the Steelers. We would have beat you for a third time.
Damn. Throwing shots out there. All right. Well, I think that the only reason why Baltimore win this game because they're at home. I think Houston's going to give them a good run. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think defense ain't going to play no part. I think Baltimore's defense is going to be – because they're going to throw on them. And that's probably the weakest part of Baltimore's defense is their secondary right now. So, it's,
Is Humphrey playing?
No, he's out.
It didn't matter if he was playing
I
anyway.
thought he was playing.
It don't matter. He sucks
was out.
anyway.
I'm pretty sure he said he was out. Let's see.
Overrated.
We got Mark Andrews is still out. Let me see who we got.
Is he playing?
Oh, Mark Andrews is still out?
Yeah.
I thought he was coming back.
Hey,
No, he's not coming back until the next game, I think.
let's be real here. Marlon Humphrey's
M. Humphrey is out. He's inactive.
he's kind of on the overrated side anyway.
This is what makes me feel like the Houston Texans have a really good chance to be for an upset.
Could be. I'm still going to have to ride with Baltimore, but I think the score is going to be 33-30. It's going to be a high scoring game. I don't see that. Let's see what's Lorenzo saying here. Oh, talking to Jen. Oh Lord. Anyway, okay.
I don't think it matters Humphrey plays or not.
I could tell you the same thing too. I probably wouldn't, make a difference either way.
Yeah.
The next game is going to be at 8:15 tonight. The Green Bay Packers at the San Francisco 49ers. Monkey, who you got in that game?
I know Green Bay has a hot hand right now, but I'm going to have to go with the Niners. I just think they're just too fast on that offense for that Green Bay defense to keep up. And I just don't see Love getting past that Niner defense either. Like I said, people haven't been talking about the Niners lately, but that doesn't mean they haven't been playing good football. They just haven't been the talk of the town.
Oh, I see what you're talking about in here. Talking about Ralph Wilson's widow. It still owns 5% of the Lions. And he didn't say he was for sure or not. But that's somebody they have ties to the Detroit Lions through that. Anyway, so what you got, Robbie? Who do you think is going to win this game?
Our original colors were blue and silver.
This is going to be a tough task for the Packers. You know, going from the Northeast to the West Coast, you got to worry about jet lag and they're taking account on this one. The Packers, offensively, the Packers can hang with them, but defensively, I don't think they can stop Niners offense. So I'm going to go 35-17 49ers.
That's not the offense keeping pace with them, Robbie.
They're
just getting their ass kicked in that one.
I think it's going to be a pretty bad game too. I think
they'll hang. I think they'll hang with them for a half.
I'm telling you, you get.
It'll be the fourth quarter where you'll see the separation.
You get a team that's got nothing to lose because they ain't supposed to be there in the first place, playing a team that's supposed to be there, and as a top seeded team. I don't know, man. I got San Francisco. I got San Francisco winning, but I also got them winning 35-30. Again, I think the defenses aren't going to be playing really tight in this game.
In fact, I'm gonna go 35-28.
Well, look at you. You're being nice, and it's not even Christmas. Anyway.
I hate Christmas.
All right. So tomorrow's games, the first game of the day is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. Detroit Lions are favored by 6. By the way, both those playoff teams I mentioned today are favored by 9.5. Just to probably what might happen. I don't know, but anyway. But what do you got in that game? Tampa Bay versus Detroit. There, Robbie.
And Tampa Bay better supersize them tampons because they're gonna be crying after they lose tomorrow. 24-17 Detroit.
All right. What you got, Kevin?
Lions 28, Bucks 24.
I think the Lions' run game keeps Evans and Godwin on the sideline.
Okay. I got 38-20, only because
Bucks?
the last time. No, the Lions, because last time they played the Buccaneers, they didn't have either running back playing. Montgomery played for 6 plays and he went out, got hurt. They didn't have Brian Branch or Gardner Johnson playing in that game either. So, you know, those players make a difference.
What do you call Montgomery and Gibbs?
Oh, smash and dash.
Smash and dash. That's what they're gonna do.
Smash and dash. So I got them at 38-20. I think it's just that it's that Lions. I think Tampa Bay will get a couple points because they're going to be a couple more points than they did last time because they're up there. They're flying high, but Detroit's going to bring your ass down. All right. So the last but not least, this will be the game of the weekend. Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. So, Kevin, we already know you got Buffalo. What's the score going to be?
Bills by 3.
Okay. You don't have an exact score, just Bills by 3. All
right. It's hard, man. It's right now it's pretty fucking cold outside. So, I mean, if it was clear skies and everything, I would say the game would be a pretty high scoring game, like in the 30s each, like 33-30. But I would have to go with a more realistic score of like a 21-18 or like a 19-22 score.
Okay. What you got there, Robbie?
If the refs call this game down the middle, that's a big if because they call it down the middle. I would say 24-16 Buffalo.
Okay. Let's leave the referees out of it because that's where they belong. I am also going to go Buffalo 23-20. I think it's going to be close to. It's going to be a field goal game, and I think that Buffalo is going to get it done. Josh Allen's going to get it done at home, and they're going to advance. So, yes. All right.
If anything
so that's
was going to depend on defensive play, I think it would be this game.
Yeah, I imagine so, and I think really the defenses are going to show up in this game. I think Kansas City has a better defense than they had last year, and that's not saying much, but it is better. It's been actually helping them win games this year because the offense looks like shit. I'm not going to lie about that.
I think the key player on the Bills' defense is Teron Johnson.
Man, they better not do that stupid ass fucking play again, where Tony ended up lined up off sides.
He plays the slot now, right?
I have no fucking clue. Tony?
Tony's not playing in this game.
No, Teron Johnson.
Oh, he naturally plays a nickel corner. Yeah.
Plus they got Douglas back. Douglas is playing, right?
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about Tony offsides. He's out this game. He's not playing.
Oh, well, that's probably the reason why, right there.
That's not Tony. Scratch? That's Patricia. That's not Tony.
He's out for a hip. And then
that's Patricia.
You ain't got to worry about Sky Moore either because he's on IR.
That's Patricia. That ain't Tony.
Who the fuck do they got left for receivers besides Rashi Royce?
They got MCB drop guy. They got the drop guy.
MVS.
MVS.
They got Rasheed Rice. And who else they got? They got some other dude. I don't fucking know.
They got that. They got Christian Watson.
Yeah, they got Christian Watson. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The other
Christian
Watson.
They got him. They got you say MVS?
They got Kelsey.
Yeah.
They got Pacheco. Pacheco is good running out the backfield. I like Pacheco. I like him.
Yeah, me too. I like Pacheco.
I think that's going to be a reason why.
I think
that's the reason why KC is going to stay in this game because of him.
They got Sky Moore. I know that
Sky Moore is on IR. I just said he was.
He's on IR.
Yeah, he's on IR, buddy.
He's paying attention to his TV.
Fuck him anyway.
So that brings us to the last but not least final thought of the day. This is brought to you by the big dog. Can you bring that up there the thing there, whatever, Robbie? There you go. So the final thought of the day is education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world. And that's said by Nelson Mandela. You gotta really pay attention to that because that is fucking strong. That's a strong ass quote. People still don't understand it. But education is the most powerful weapon, and people still don't get that to this day.
And hate is the most powerful weapon to destroy this world.
That's right. There you go. See?
That's just deep.
But anyway, I hope everybody's playoff team does well. Sorry, Robbie, you're a spectator, but cheer for whoever you want to win in there, and hopefully everybody comes through for you.
Sorry, Robbie, but better you than me, man.
It's I'm hoping for a Lions-Bills Super Bowl.
So go Lions, go Bills. I guess we could say go Baltimore and go San Francisco, go Houston. I don't know. Fuck them. Anyway.
No, fuck Baltimore.
Yeah, fuck Baltimore. Fuck Baltimore. Fuck Kansas City.
Damn. I'm not giving nobody no love. All right. Well, you guys have a good day. We'll see you next weekend. Hopefully a little bit earlier. Sorry about today's late start, but next week we'll get back to what we were doing before next week.
One more thing. You rat pigeon douchebag, kiss my ass.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Rat bird.
If someone could throw a snowball at Taylor Swift, or if she's at the game, or Patrick Mahomes' wife and knock him in the face, I'll buy you a bag of Funyuns.
You guys are just wrong. Anyway. By the way, up in the left-hand corner, right-hand corner, whichever way you're sitting there, where Robbie's looking right at it, is our scan code.
He was.
That's all the social media on there. So just go ahead and scan that, and you'll be introduced to all our social media. Please join subscribe, whatever the hell goes on, just do it. All right. So with that, people, you have yourself a very good rest of your weekend. Like I said, go every team that's in the playoffs.
Go Bills, go
Peace.
Lions. Fuck everybody
Be
else.
out of here.